can make sure that the stewards ain't rude to people, because the last thing you want is to be at a show and you've got some steward like, excuse me mate, phone's off. And I'm like, dude man, you've just upset someone's night. They're going to be thinking that the whole time. So I do try and fine tune into what makes a good performance. So yeah.
You're part of an anti-bullying campaign, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. So I'm part of an anti-bullying campaign with Instagram and Cyber Smile. And yeah, when they approached me, I was just like, for me being a stand-up comic and the whole, it's banter and bullying campaign, it was just like, yeah, I really want to be involved in this, because this is like, I'm someone who, I've been the person on both ends of the spectrum. So when I was young, one of my good friends, I remember we went to a Natural History Museum, and I made fun of him, and he got really upset, and we didn't speak for like 2 years. And he was like my best friend. Like, we've made up now. But then I've also been on the other side, where sometimes people have made fun of me, and it is jokes, but it has hurt my feelings. So I was like, well, I really want to be part of this, because I have a young audience, and people always say, use your platform for good, and this is a way that I want to use my platform without it feeling like it's like, yeah, I think you're just doing this to, to change your image as such. Where, I try to be very positive on social media. So to have a campaign like this, it's just like, well, yeah, like trying to understand the difference of what banter is and what bullying is, but also kind of say it from a point of view that when people watch it, it's like, oh, like you've told it in like a bit of a funny way that I'd want to watch it, as opposed to be like, guys, banter's right and bullying's wrong. You know what I mean? And I think it's like, we can't talk to young people like they're like 4-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, it goes hand in hand. Like, banter and bullying can happen in the workplace, So we can't always think it's like, no, bullying happens to like 14-year-olds. It doesn't happen if you're like 35 in the office. It's like, it still happens. So having like, the reach I have and the platform I have is very important to kind of share what this message is. And
it seems natural, because you cover it in your show, you talk about it. So
yeah. So I talk about it in the show and stuff of, the guy who's the bully and stuff like that. And you try and portray it in a way that isn't, narcissistic, but also something you're like, yeah, I've seen that kid. And also kind of what, like, that's why I always say, some kids have behavioural problems, and there are other kids who I just want to be a bit disruptive and stuff. So just kind of get in the balance and knowing the difference. So yeah.
Okay, I've got some random ones.
Go for it.
We're nearly at the end.
It's all right.
What's a normal Christmas for you?
Normal Christmas. You know what Christmas is like? Chilled out. Like, in my household, weirdly enough, my mum said, she goes, yeah, I think we're just going to do presents for the kids this year. And I was like, I better be getting my link set, because I need some link shower gel and I need some slippers and some socks. So yeah, that was a bit of a shock. Like, I was like, what? We're not getting no presents. So yeah, normal Christmas is we wake up very early in my house, mainly because I've got like 2 nephews. So Christmas is kind of for the kids. So, but that's like tradition that we wake up early and do the presents. And then we all chill around afternoon. My mum and my sister do the cooking. Then we eat around 5, 6, and then me and my sister do the cleaning up of all the dishes. And then everyone kind of goes off and does their own thing. So whether you've fallen asleep, which is normally me, or you're my nephew who is setting up some new game, or which is like he's setting up a new game. There's Lego I was going to set up over there. And then there's like, like we tried to get him like educational things. He's like, yeah, I'm not really worried about that right now. I'll leave that until like summertime. And then, yeah, everyone kind of does their own thing. And normally, like Boxing Day, I have some family that normally come over. But now that I've moved out, I host my own little, like, Christmas dinner with my family as well. So that's quite a big deal now, in my house anyway. So, yeah.
So is that going to be this Christmas? You're not going to be in Beverly Hills or something?
Oh, no, definitely not. I couldn't think of Christmas anywhere else but home. Like, having a Christmas not in my house would feel so weird. So, yeah, there'll be no Christmases in like New York or but no. I couldn't imagine a hot Christmas. It just wouldn't feel like Christmas. I'd miss it so much.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? What is the worst gift you've ever received?
Okay, the worst gift I received. Now it's the worst, but it's like, okay. So the worst gift I ever got, my mum got me a miniature table tennis set, and I was like, Mum, who am I going to play this with? Because I've got no one to play this with. It's miniature table tennis. So I was like, and it's like literally this big. So yeah, that's got to be the worst. Weirdly enough though, like my mum was going through like financial hard times, so I can't really be like too hard on the present, but at the same time I was like, yeah man, this wasn't it. And I was like, I think it was a Christmas where I really wanted some good PlayStation games or something like that. So the fact that I got this miniature table tennis set, I was like, yeah, this is a bit pointless, you know.
Sounds like she could have just given you a piece of wood.
I just had the money, you know.
Harsh but fair. And now you can remind her about the cruise.
Yeah.
Okay, did you have a celebrity crush when you were young?
I don't think I did, you know. Who was a celebrity? I think Jessica Alba when I was like a teenager. Jessica Alba was one. I went through that like weird stage of like watching films and like seeing teenage boys films, and then they always had posters. So I'm gonna have some cool posters. So I went through the stage of like I went through the stage of like getting posters. So I had like your iconic like, these are the rappers. That's my Tupac poster. That's my Bob Marley poster. Jessica Alba poster. Yeah, most probably like Jessica Alba growing up. I think Mariah Carey when I was really like 14. I think Mariah Carey was one. Jennifer Lopez as well. I think that's it. I think there's one more. I'm definitely missing someone, but I don't know who it is.
And any of those still? I mean, they've still got it.
No, not so much now. Crushes is just like, I'm not at that age, you know. I got things to worry about. I got to pay council tax and stuff now, you know. So last week on my mind, like, yeah. So no, not so much now.
At least they're human. An amazing number of people have said cartoon characters.
Really?
Simba, for example. Yeah.
Simba?
Absolutely amazing, yeah. Haven't there been some really
That's a
strange
weird
ones too?
one though.
Yeah.
I can understand like Jessica Rabbit or someone like that from like Roger Rabbit or like Pocahontas and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a very niche one there. Yeah. Oh, Simba, okay. Who said that? I'm so intrigued.
Cara Delevingne came up with some really weird ones.
Yeah, she did a cartoon.
Yeah, I think
it was her did Simba, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, each to their own, I guess, isn't it?
It's a supermodel thing.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. I think I'm done.
Ah, sweet, man.
Take it for lunch as well. I've got to go for a second meal.
Looking forward to his
lunch.
lunch.
There's got to be, honestly, if they can get Mariah Carey for their commercials, they must be paying a lot of money,
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
got to be worth it.
7 million.
I'm here for
7 million.
7 million?
7 million!
7 million.
You know what? I think only your mother knows.
If my mum knew how much these trainers cost,
She spent it.
let alone the Netflix special, man. I keep telling my mum, like, Mum's like, so how much does trainers cost? Because I'm like into trainers, innit? Not my thing, so Mum was like, so how much are these, like, these trainers and that trainers? I'm like, £30. Yeah. Or sometimes I really push it. Oh, these ones cost 75. 75? Oh man, I'm like, yeah, I know, right? But like normally they're like double that, so yeah.
Hang on, aren't you brand ambassador for Adidas though?
Yeah, well that's
So you get a lot of-
yeah. So like
It's like,
Adidas,
Mum,
I've
they
done
cost
some
me
stuff
nothing
with.
at all.
Oh yeah, that's where I get my hair cut.
There you go, man. Is that
Yeah.
barber's right at the end of the road, yeah?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, it's my barber.
There you go, mate.
Yeah. Next to the patty shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
mate.
wow.
That patty shop is busy all the day.
All the time.
Every day and night.
I don't eat their patties though.
Yeah.
They just leave them out. So you see them just like in the day.
Yeah. Oh, and then that is.
I don't know in the night, but they're just like on the, I was like, I don't know, man.
Not so much.
I'm gonna pass. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
move far away from your mum, or are you fairly sort
So I'm
of
in East.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like one for me, different change, bit like somewhere different to live in London. But yeah, I like these. I like South London. East, like when I was gonna move, I had like I could technically move anywhere. I'm not too sure. I don't know. It's like, for example, when I went there like last month, and it's just like nice weather every day, and like yeah, it's just weird. It's like proper like LA lifestyle. And I don't know, I'm being a city boy, I'm used to like the hustle and bustle, and you know, people don't walk around in LA and stuff like that, and everywhere you need a car, and I don't know if that kind of lifestyle is what suits me really. Like I like getting out, but even now, like I walk to the barbers, but I'll go to the barbers and go and see my friends and stuff like that, and yeah, there's something about just like